Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. As you know, a couple of years ago I picked up this Thompson Center Encore from Marty Ebbinghaus up at House of Arms out of Greeley, Colorado. And I held on to the frame. His son Eric, who has House of Guns, Eric did a trigger job on it for me, got it down to about 2 pounds. And I just sat on the frame and I told Marty, I said, Marty, if you come across a 45 410 barrel, man, I really would like to snag one. So the frame sat in my safe for about a year, and then Marty hollered at me and said, hey Kerry, I found you a 45 410 barrel for it. And so he shipped it to me, and I put it in the safe as well. And I sat on it probably the last, I don't know, 6 months, maybe 9 months. And then I began to think about what I wanted to do with the pistol, and I wanted to keep it all black, and I really wanted to tighten up those groups. And so I started asking around on our forums, on our Facebook pages, Handgun Hunters, and then on our Texas Handgun Hunter page. And Ken Kelly at Magnaport messaged me and said, hey, there's a guy named J.R. Shultz out of Tennessee that has been working on these 45 410 barrels, really tightening up the groups with a choke and some different rifling. And so I reached out to JR at his company, which is called Shultz Precision Machining. And JR said, sure man. He said, I've worked on those and been able to fine-tune the choke and re-rifle the barrel. So he put straight riflings in it. So here's what I did. I sent it to JR about 3 weeks ago, and JR did his thing, and just super excited about it. So today I'm going to take it to the range for the first day. Can't thank JR enough for what he's done. He put straight riflings in this barrel. It was originally a 15-inch barrel, a TC barrel. He put straight riflings in it, and then he put a custom choke tube on it. And I understand from a couple of guys on the forums that it is unbelievable the kind of groups that it'll shoot once JR's done his work on it. Not only that, but JR took a little liberty, which I'm glad he did. Thank you, JR. And he put Ace of Spades on the side of it, and also put some Spades actually on the choke, which you've probably seen from some of the photos on social media. Just super excited about it. I'd named it Ace of Spades after a lot of folks on our 2 forums. I'd asked for names, and the names everybody came back with was along that lines, and so I named it Ace of Spades. We're gonna leave it all black. It's gonna be a turkey and squirrel gun. And so today we're on the range. We're gonna take it at 20 yards, 30 yards, and 40 yards, maybe even go back out to 50 yards. Kind of see what the groups do. But I wanted you to see it. Thankful to House of Arms for their work on the frame and the trigger job and finding me the barrel, and thanks to J.R. Shultz for doing the re-rifling. It's nitrited as well, and putting the choke tube on it and his little artwork. Super excited about it. So you hang with us, and we're going to put some rounds down range on it. Okay, here we are at 20 yards. We're using a Winchester AA 2.5 half-ounce number 9. That's what we're going to kind of use as our test today. Now, of course, when I'm hunting with it, I'll shoot 3-inch number 4s, and I'll do some shooting with it as well. But for our setup today and our groupings to see what it is, we're going to use 2.5 half-ounce number 9 Winchester. "20 yards. I gotta get my old man glasses on. When you turn 47, you have to get readers. Also works as my eye protection. All right, here we go. Fire in the hole, 20 yards. Okay, first thing I noticed, that trigger job by Eric, sweet. Let's go look at that group. Okay, so here's what 20 yards looks like. I counted about 90 pellets. at 20 yards. It looks like I was aiming just a hair low, so it's I've got to bring my aim up just a little higher, I do believe, on this particular barrel and the way it's set up until I can get a red dot put on it. But I aimed right at the black, and it looks like it's a little low on there, so I'm gonna raise my point of aim up at 30 yards. There's 20 yards, about 90 pellets. That's awesome. Okay, here we are at 30 yards. Still shooting Winchester 2.5 half ounce number 9s. Go take a look. Okay, here is 30 yards with that 2.5 half ounce number 9s. 26 pellets at 30 yards. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some 3-inch number 4s, and I really think it's going to tighten up that group from this kind of distance. Okay, we're still at 30 yards. But now I'm going to move up to 3-inch. These are high brass Winchester Super X 3-inch number 4s. A little bit more kick out of that 3-inch, of course. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so here's what I did. I wanted to zoom in and get as close as I could so that you could see what these number 4s look like 3-inch. There's at 30 yards, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on the plate. There's several, there's 5, 10 up in this quadrant here. There's another 10 or so here, and then kind of maybe out of the frame down here in this lower left, another 10 or 12 right on this outside. But that's still 30 yards. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'll shoot it more and get a better field. Point of aim looks about right by the pattern on this board. It's a 12-inch plate. So we'll find out what the best round to shoot through it is, and you know, I think that 30 yards probably going to be my range. Okay, so here's my learning today. After about 30 yards, it's going to be a great gun. I also noticed that I actually have better groupings out of that 2.5-inch high brass shooting number 9s than I do on the 3-inch shooting number 4s. Man, I'm telling you what, that 2.5-inch high brass number 9s, anywhere from 25 to 30 pellets on a 12-inch plate at 30 yards, and that's pretty stout. The 3-inch is pretty consistent, about 15 to 20 pellets on a 12-inch plate at 30 yards. But that 2.5 high brass number 9s, that's a great group, man. Super excited. Once again, I got to thank House of Arms for putting together the frame for me and finding me the barrel. And Eric, thanks a ton, buddy, for that trigger job. That thing is sweet. And also big thanks to J.R. Shultz at Shultz Precision Machining for the choke tube and the re-rifling and the nitrite. Man, just a super setup. If you don't have a 410 setup on your TC, it's something you ought to consider, especially with this choke tube on it now from JR. It is a sweet shooting little pistol. Hope to see you on our Handgun Hunters Facebook page, as well as our Texas Handgun Hunters Facebook page, and always over on Man Up Outdoors. I'm Kerry Mackey. Thanks for hanging with us today at the range.